Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an idea that totally flips the script on education. I mean, what if the journey to a bachelor's degree didn't start after high school, but right in the middle of it?
Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. A full accredited degree in your hands the same day you get your high school diploma. It sounds kind of wild, right? Almost impossible. But a new model is making it happen. So the real question is, how on earth does it work? So, it all starts with one core idea: challenging the way things have always been done. You know, for a lot of families, especially in the homeschooling world, there's this incredible flexibility to completely reimagine what those 4 years of high school could be. It's really about stepping off that standard educational conveyor belt.
And what's really interesting here is that this isn't just about cramming in more academics. The whole point of this different structure is to free up time. We're talking more time for students to actually explore careers, play sports, join clubs, you name it, all while they're earning college credit.
This quote pretty much sums up the whole mindset. It's for those who look at the traditional path with its crazy high costs and rigid timelines and think, you know what, that crowd might be heading in the wrong direction for us.
So, how does this all come together? Well, let's get into the nuts and bolts of the strategy. We're looking at a service called Smarter by 1 Degree, and it's not some kind of shortcut. It's actually framed as a carefully designed approach that's built on modern learning science.
Now here's a really important distinction. Smarter by 1 Degree is not a university. It doesn't hand out the degrees itself. Think of it more like an architect for your education. It designs the blueprint, finds the right materials, the right classes, and then partners with real accredited universities to make sure everything fits together perfectly.
Okay, this is where it gets really cool. How does a student actually learn day to day? Because it looks nothing like your typical classroom.
The biggest game changer is that everything is self-paced. This completely shifts the goal from just hitting deadlines to actually understanding the material. I mean, if you get a concept right away, you can just move on. But if you need more time, you can take it, no penalty. It's all about genuine mastery.
And because it's self-paced, you can probably guess the next part. No deadlines, no due dates. The whole idea here is to get rid of all that busy work and the stress that comes with it so the student can just focus on one thing: learning.
And get this, students on this path get to completely sidestep the whole standardized testing nightmare. No SATs, no ACTs. Why? Because the pathway to the partner universities is already paved. Those tests just become totally unnecessary.
The way you learn is different too. Lessons are broken down into these small, bite-sized pieces. There's a lot of visual and audio stuff to help things click. And even the quizzes are open note, because the focus is on applying what you've learned, not just memorizing facts. They say this approach works for all kinds of learners and can be especially great for students who might have a tough time in a traditional setting, like those with ADHD or dyslexia.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Is this degree legit? Is it real? And that's where the university partnerships come in. Honestly, this is the foundation that the entire system is built on. And this highlights a really key difference. You might have heard of dual enrollment. That's where a high schooler takes a college class and just kind of hopes the credits will transfer down the road. It can be a real gamble. This model uses what's called dual credit, where every single course is pre-approved by the partner university. There's no guessing. The credit transfer is 100% guaranteed within their network.
So who are these partners? We're talking about fully accredited institutions like Edison State University and Niagara University. Students follow the plan, but they graduate with a degree from one of these schools. And what that means is the diploma holds the exact same weight as one earned the old-fashioned way. It's the real deal, ready for any job or grad school application.
All right, let's talk about the big one: money. For any college path, the cost is a massive factor. And for many families, the financial side of this model is probably the most jaw-dropping part of the whole story.
Just look at this side-by-side comparison. The model is pay-as-you-go, just $249 a class. And that price is all-inclusive: textbooks, support, the whole shebang. Now compare that to a single class at a traditional university, which can easily start at nearly $1,000 and go way up from there.
So what happens when you scale that up for a whole degree? Let's take a Bachelor of Business Administration as an example. Through this program, the total cost comes in just under $11,000. The exact same degree, taken directly from the university, would cost almost $40,000.
That's a savings of over $28,000. We're talking a 73% discount. When you hear about graduating debt-free, this is how it happens. It's not just a nice idea, it's baked right into the numbers.
So who is this actually for? Well, it's incredibly flexible. It can be a complete 4-year plan for a brand new freshman,
It can be a way for a junior or senior to get a huge head start. It can even be a super efficient path for someone who just graduated. And what's really important is that this isn't just for some small group of gifted kids. It's designed to work for everyone.
And that really brings us to the final question to chew on. With traditional college costs just exploding, could a path like this, one that's strategic, efficient, and truly debt-free, be more than just a niche alternative? Could it actually be a peek into what the future of higher education looks like? It's a powerful thought. Thanks for joining The Explainer.